Hello and welcome back to one of the most iffy park finishes that we are dealing with since I don't know when. Man, have I not ever been so unsure about whether or not we will bring this park to a good end. Really, I am not sure if this park will be, if we will be able to succeed in this one without resorting to buying guests. Now, so far, we managed to, since the last video, get a whopping 30 guests in the park in 1.5 months. If we continue that trend, we should be able to pull off more or less the same. And we should be able to finish the park without any further help. But man, oh man, oh man. Now, I know where the issues lie, or at least so I think. But dealing with them is a little bit more difficult. One of the things I've concluded is, this ride over here, the Shisu, is just too long. People want to get off it because it's like almost 5 minutes. That's just way too long. I think we've designed this the wrong way. Now, it's very cool and all, don't get me wrong. But I think the way we should do this is much less curvy and much more ups and downs. Go round, ups and downs, and then go round and back, I think that's the better approach for this ride. It will keep it shorter, it will have more drops, at which it is good. So, there's that. For the rest, though, we're also in such a bad shape that we left with this ride here unfinished. Look, it doesn't even have a queue, there's no track. Yeah, that's also not a good good thing to do. So, we'll definitely have to finish this one up. Hopefully, we will be able to do so without too much trouble. And then there is also this ride here, which isn't going to be easy either. Yeah. However, this is kind of a cool feature, I feel. And the good thing about the park in its current condition is that, yeah, we make plenty of money, so we have that going for us. But other than that, come on, I said remove the tree, not close some weird type of ride. Also. And back, yes. Like I said in the last video, I'm a bit hay feverish, so yeah, I had to take care of some stuff. But also, wow, no, no, the money, where is it all gone? We had almost 1,000 just a moment ago. Oh wow, this is so bad. In the meantime then, let's have a look at if we have plenty of guests coming in. That we do, and man, look at them leaving in droves. Crazy, I tell you. And they are coming into the park as well, but look at it. Just look at it. Oh man, this is... Oh, really? Really? It just pains me to see this, And I don't really know how to stop it either. I mean, they're all leaving, and we can't just shorten the Dangze Shishu. What do we get in terms of... We get a shop and stall, but we don't really know which one. Maybe, and and back. Yeah, that was a sneeze attacking me. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I don't really know what to do exactly against it, but I think the only real solution is building rides like crazy, and I also feel like we need another thrill ride. I mean, I'm not sure about whether or not we will that will solve our issues, but we might as well, try and see if it helps anything. So, then we should do this. Oh, and now we are already out of money again. Oh yeah, this is not good. Can we do something cool here? If we remove you, then we can. And then something like this. And then all we need basically is just get this back to over here. This is also not really the greatest ride, but again, you know, we're really struggling here to get the guests in the park. So I feel like we should just give this a shot. Now the good thing about this is that it is a rather short ride. So what we should not see is the guests having to wait long, and therefore it should also have pretty good throughput. How's this? Not bad actually. Well, it is. It is not good at all, but this is really difficult to keep the intensity rating down, and in that we succeeded quite well. So, you know, in that regard, it's not that bad. Also, yeah, again, they're leaving in droves. What can we do about it? How are the guests' thoughts? They still want to get off the Dangse Shishu. They still want to go home. They still need to go to the bathroom. It's pretty much all the same. I'm thirsty is going down though, it seems. I don't know, really. I don't know if those thoughts are updated that quickly, you know. So I think we should leave those thoughts be for a bit and focus especially on what we can do with the rides. Now we don't know what shop and stall we're gonna get, but you know, if in September the guest count isn't rising up like rather quickly, I feel like what we might have to do is slam down a few more thrill rides that we already have. I know that's very cheesy to do, but I'm really, you know, I'm really in there like, okay, I'm not sure if we're gonna make it if we don't do that. Now, what we can do as well is get the path to this area of the park. I think that wouldn't be such a bad idea, you know, just a bit over here to develop some more park area. So what if we just go up? I think that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Also, let's get music over here. And then do Oriental. Yes. Because that's basically the theme music for the park. So, oh, wait, you know, to build path, one needs to pay for it first. Or so the wise man said. And then also get like a handy dude out here. There we go. And let's also get some benches out here. And then I want jumping fountains, because those are good. And then just a few more benches and a trash can. And I feel like what we will also need is an extra toilet here. There we go. Now what shall we build here that we don't already have? I mean, that's basically, you know, that limits our choice to this or this. And I feel like we just do not have the cash or the cash flow to pull that off. Nor do we have the money for any other of these rides. Which we said at first we would allow ourselves to build. Do we? Ooh, we get a coffee shop though. Ooh, that's really close. Maybe we should just wait a little and build a few coffee shops and then see how we're doing. Because coffee shops are nice. And I feel like we could use a few. And that will also lure in quite a few more guests to the park. And it seems like, at least for this moment, we are having a positive amount of guests coming to the park. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna place down a few carefully selected scenery things. Maybe that will also get us like the most beautiful award thing. I don't know. It could also very well not work at all, but... And then... You know, I don't want to overdo it, so... We're not gonna do too much crazy stuff, but ooh, we could definitely try and do something here. Let's see. Boom. Nice. Maybe also like a few trees. There are also like a few more, right? Yeah. Maybe something like this. Maybe also like just a few fountains. Like something like this. To further up the ratings of the go-karts. It's not that it really needs it, but maybe, you know. And then what if we... Also, eggheads. Do I have the stall? No. So let me get a few more things out here. Like, I think that looks pretty nice. And then this with like 2 bells on the outside there. And then like, you know, two of those statues right in front of it. And then I don't really want to close off too many areas for us to build stuff in the future. Nice. Alright, so we have the coffee shop right now. We should definitely get a few of those, like, straight up. So, coffee shop, I believe you... Yes, you are the coffee shop. Okay, nice. You will be placed there. Straight up. But we will have to get a few more. Now, I don't feel like spraying like we did just a moment ago. Because that also is a huge money investment. So... You know, we kind of need to be a little bit more careful, because I also want to build a few rides to get it, you know, to get things going again. So we'll do something over there. And can we fit something in over here, perhaps? Here would be a nice place. Let me see. Well, we already have like a drink stall there. So what if we were to do this right at the start of the park? Yeah, that seems nice. Good. Well, also we have 435 monies, and it is September. Ooh, but look at this is so tight. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna balls it up and we're gonna stick to our original plan of trying to not build double things unless they are water rides. Ooh, what we can do though is maybe add a little bit more scenery here. No, but I guess you guys know what that's gonna mean, right? We are going to try and build the crappy coaster that I was looking at. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try and see if we're gonna get that to work out for us. So I don't know. We'll have to see though. I'm not sure. I'm not promising anything, but yeah, we are gonna try it at least. And then the roller coaster's in the way. Now this looks kind of lame. Oh, you need to pay twice? If I had known that, I would not have done that, but... Also, let's just get a bit more light posts here. And then this should be good. Now, do we have ratings for... It's actually good? What? Also, maybe, you know, because I just went straight on. Maybe I should slow down just a little and name this and color this, because I don't like the colors. We're definitely going to change this, and we need to name this again. Alright, let me see. We can name this... How about we call this Yasunito? No, Yashimoto? And then Kitana. There. Very Japanese-like, but that's alright. Yeah, we don't need all the names to be something or Chinese or whatever, you know. We can just have it be named Japanese as well. I believe the majority of the park is actually Japanese type named, but that's a different thing. Nope. Maybe... I think this looks rather good, actually. Let's see. We can also have some dark blue. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I think the regular brown doesn't look so bad, but we're gonna go with dark blue. It's a bit fancy. I don't know really. Should we do this really? Maybe just have it be the aqua color, you know, because the dark blue, I feel this train is already quite daring, so I feel like the dark blue is a little bit too much, so we won't do it. But you know what I see, guys? I see A, we have met the goals for the park, and B, I see that we have quite a bit of money. And that means that we are going to attempt to build this roller coaster that I said I wouldn't build, but it is so cheap that I feel like we might even have a shot with it, you know. So, look, the pieces at least are pretty cheap. Now, let me see. We shall... we won't really do too much fancy in terms of like the queue and the exit, you know. But what it should do is, because what I noticed is that when you're building coasters, already the guests are like, ooh, there's new stuff being built, and they are attracted to that. So even just by building it and not having the coaster open, you will get guests in the park. Wait, I need the roller coaster construction. So I hope that we can kind of utilize this effect a little and maybe take advantage of it a little. So, and then I look at our money and I see, yeah, about this, huh? About this whole effect of the coaster and whatnot. Also, eggheads, you're gonna get me a thrill ride. Really would like that to be a nice, cheap, slam-down thrill ride, please. However, we do want to design this in a good fashion. And here's the thing. How are we currently doing with the guests coming into the park? We seem to have had the worst of the guests leaving, you know, that they were really leaving like really quick. We seem to be over the worst of it, and they seem to be coming into the park now too, so... yeah, we should be able to just go a little bit higher with this. And then... back to the station? No, if we do that, that's really bad. What we can do though is remove this, not go that high, and try and see if we can get a nice underground section for this coaster. Well, not like that. What's there in terms of special? Only brakes. I feel like this will be the last ride that we build anyway, so we might as well try and see if we can get something cool out of this. And if we were to S-bend to the right or left, no, that's not gonna work out. So now with an S-bend to the left, perhaps? I'm not sure about what the launch off speed is, but I believe it's something like this. So, yeah, but now, I feel like we might want a little bit more track length under our belts before we attempt any of this. So, and then something like this maybe? And then do an S-bend? And now try it, because I feel like the speed of the coaster will allow for, you know, the shenanigan that we're trying here right now. So let me see here. Just watch. Now we will run out of money. I promise you, it will happen. You need to be removed. Nice. Okay, so basically, here's the plan for the rest of the coaster. What we're gonna do is we're just going to twirl it a little bit, and then because we can go below the monorail, and then we just get back to the station like straight away. So let's just curve it around. Don't do anything crazy in terms of... Yeah. There we are. It's already becoming too expensive. Oh my good lord. Oh, this is so tense. River Rapids? Really? We get that? So wanted. So do not have the money for it. Let's just go straight for a little on this one. And then this lines it up. But that's like a bit too crazy when it comes to the, you know, how much space we need to actually get there. So, what if we just try it over here? The best value park, and nice, we get an award. Now the guests will really come in like in droves, basically. Very nice. Look, see, all of them coming. This is the effect of a reward. So nice to get that right at the end of the park. Oh, nice. Really nice. I like you, game. Also, what we're seeing here is that we're kind of hurting for money because we've made all the rides really cheap. But we are starting to suffer for it. Now, it's good to keep the guests in the park for a prolonged period, but yeah. It's also not good when you're building rides. However, I think that we... Look at it. Look at this award pulling in loads of guests. We will see the number going up pretty soon. So... Nice. Now for this coaster, we're definitely going to charge a little bit more. Maybe we'll even start charging a little bit more for the other rides again soon, you know. Yeah, oh, and about the ugly terrain, I am afraid that for this one, we're gonna have to deal with it. It's gonna be like that, I'm afraid, so, yeah. There. Nice, okay. What we do need to do is test this. Now, that's one thing. And we're gonna charge $5. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. Like for example, like this one. Do you make any money at all? Not really, so we're gonna charge the $1.50. For you, I mean, you are quite expensive, but you make quite a bit of money actually. Alright, so you are actually a rather nice one. As for this slide though, do you make any money? Yeah, you make a good bit of money. So apparently we're not really losing out that much. Now, do we already have one car back? Well, we at least have you on the lift. Alright, nice. Okay, so let's set this up then quickly and maybe see if we can get the River Rapids in as well. Because with only 28 guests above like where we need to be, maybe we can squeeze in like a River Rapids somewhere. I don't really want the station to be on the water, so maybe over here. Yeah, that would be good. I'm not even gonna await the ratings. We're just going to open it up and give this a name. I know. We'll fix that now. I said I would keep the terrain nice, and we will do that. So how about we call this the broken promise? Because I said I wouldn't build it, and then I did. So yeah, it is the broken promise. Now then, we will give this a appropriate color, and it's not going to be the white supports. I feel like a bit brighter brown. How about the light brown? This, and then with a dark red track. With no. With a golden. No, the golden looks ugly. We'll not do that. What if we make this color? And then we'll have these be yellow and golden. If we make this golden, does that look good? It doesn't. The gold just doesn't look good on this coaster. I'm not really that enthusiastic about these colors, but for now we'll run with them. However, yeah, guys, I mean, you can say what you want, but you know, the terrain definitely doesn't need to be award-winning, but at least we need to do something about it, right? So there, that's at least a little bit better. And what we're gonna do right now is get ourselves this river rapids like straight away, and the thrill rides are done. Now I don't think that we'll have the chance for like another research. I don't think it will be finished, so it doesn't really matter what we do. But oh wow, and look again, they're leaving in droves. Yeah, let's get at least you know, the construction of the river rapids going, and we'll see if we will be able to finish it. We'll definitely give it a shot. So there we go. Get the entrance out, get the exit out. Just path it up before we continue, because else I think I will already know what's gonna happen. Come on, game. There. And then this with the no entry sign. There we go. Good. And then continue the build of this river rapids. And then a whirlpool, corner, and then just a rapid sit basically. Because it should have some pace, and then if we waterfalls it, it is nice. And then we go up by 2. And now, if we just whirlpool this, and then do another whirlpool, and now we... Oh, yeah, of course. That's not what I had in mind. So we'll just go straight. And now do another whirlpool. Or maybe just the waterfalls even. And then go like this. With like a whirlpool. And then, how cool is this? I'm not sure if... Come on. Yes. If it will work out like how I want it to. No, it doesn't. So it is cool, but then again, it's also not working out. So that's not gonna happen, unfortunately. So we'll go up a little bit more to like a whirlpools again, because that makes the tubs spin around, and I think that's a cool thing to have. And then get down here. Do like rapids. Just continue doing the rapids. And then yeah, it's you know, I'm kind of designing this right now with no future in mind, basically, because for like park planning, this is the absolute worst that I'm doing right now. Also, with a whirlpool up top here, all of a sudden the drop becomes a lot cooler. Good. Open up to the public. I don't know what the ratings will be, but we are not going to wait for it. Just open up so that we can have the boost in guests coming to the park. And it does seem to work out. We seem to slowly but surely get the guests in the park. So all we need to do now is get ourselves a name, which we shall name this one Saigon, which I believe is just the name of a place, but that's not really that important. I think the colors for this pretty much have to stay as they are. We can do a yellow on this, but the colors pretty much have to stay as they are. And I am curious though, how are the ratings? What? This actually has a 5.25? The most cheaply ever designed ride has a 5.25 in the ratings? What now? No way this is this good. I do not believe it. Also, you know what we can do? Get like this one out here. There. And color you black. Right, okay. Now what are we... We're gonna get a hat stall. But we're not gonna get it in time. We will have finished the park. And ladies and gentlemen, I think right now we are safe to say that we did succeed. But this is not with a big margin, you know. It is rather tight. And you know what I'm actually curious to? And we'll check it in a moment after we finish the park. And then you'll see all the coasters crash. We drop to below 1600 and it's over. Yay! Hooray! Nice! Nice! We finished it, you know. Of course, it is me who did this. So there we go. No, but what I wanted to see is like... because we've been doing the big spending, but what I actually did never really checked, and we should do that in the future, is the loan interest, which is really, really, really dirt cheap. Also, we can't really see the effect of us lowering the prices, but yeah, I feel like we, you know, lowering the prices had a pretty big impact on our profit margin, but in the end this over here started to look a little bit more ugly, but all in all it's a pretty nice park. If we zoom out, this park is definitely, well, okay, this bit, no, you know, but if we just look over here, I think this bit of the park actually looks rather nice. It's just that me trying to build things nice and keep everything as it was, you know, that's an issue. This ride, the Feng Shui, was definitely good for starters, but this queue time was borderline. This ride is too long. This is a mistake. This needs to be changed, because look, the guest, you know, the thoughts that they have, I want to get over Dangze Shishu, that's just, it keeps at being at 44. Oh. What? Now the number changed? What happened now? Anyway, you know, this number here is just there, like, indefinitely, basically. So, I don't really know. Wow, it is dropping like crazy. But I don't feel like the 4 minutes is too long. So, that's a lesson learned, even though it is live updating. That's one thing, that's for sure. Another thing that, you know, another mistake that we made is this maze. This is just absolute crap. I mean, yes, you know, and the queue time as well. As for the other rides, there, I believe this one, also queue time, way too long. But for the rest, oh yeah, well, and there is the steel roller coaster. That's just an ugly piece of work. But for the rest, I quite like the park, you know. I think it isn't that bad. Also, well, it hasn't changed much. No, but I think it looks rather good. You know, not too many crazy coasters and yeah, you know, cool designs, cool coloring, cool names, nice pagoda styling. I like it. And I think on that note, I shall say, join me next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.